wasted my whole life.
Then fucking divorce me.
I would!
Please
But you
divorce me.
spent all
Put
my
us out
money
of
on
our
your
business.
Woo!
Let's throw things. We did that take where you threw the glass first, and I was like, nah, game over. It just doesn't work. If there's a minute the man is violent, it's the end. The scene finishes.
Hi, I'm Oscar Isaac.
Hi, I'm Kerry Mulligan.
Hi, I'm Lee Sung-jin, the creator of Beef, and we're going to break down a scene from season 2.
I decided to teach you about dopamine because
See, this is what you do.
everything to do with how
You fuck off in here so we don't ever have to talk about anything real.
Lindsay.
Are you doing your pervert shit?
The first part of this scene just wasn't clicking for us, even with all the rehearsals. And
Yeah.
there was something that just wasn't letting us get to the last bit, which is the violent part. Us three just kind of sat down and talked. What is at stake here? What is the thing that ultimately is burdening you two? And I think we landed on just time. And it was funny, as soon as we said that, you were like, I got it.
I hate you.
There it is.
I hate you. I do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
I know.
fucking hate you.
I know.
You've wasted.
Yeah.
You've wasted my whole life.
You didn't even write that line until we were in the room. You're wasting my whole life.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
I was saying something about like, well, I'm gonna fuck anyone. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. And you were like, I don't think you want to say that. I think you want to say you've wasted my life.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then fucking divorce me.
I would!
Please
But you
divorce me.
spent all
Put
my
us
money
out of
on
our
your
business.
Because it was also about the escalation of the glasses to,
Well, that
and
was
my
a-
response feels more immature
Yes.
as opposed to,
Yeah, scary.
yeah.
I feel like you instinctively put a pause where you process it and you're like, oh, we're doing this?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you throw it, which makes the like rhythm of the scene so nice.
Yeah, it's like he had a moment to make the right decision and makes the wrong one.
You are an anti-selfish woman. Thank God we didn't have kids.
Oh, fuck you!
Right, and then having to calibrate this just right, so that it seems violent from the outside, but we kind of know inside that
It's not, yeah.
not going to necessarily escalate. That finding that balance was really. I love them running away like little bunnies.
Oh yeah, they were so funny.
What we found interesting was comparing young love to older love. Josh and Lindsay were Ashley and Austin at a certain point, and we reference that often in some of the heart-to-hearts that you two have, reminiscing about the past. So we're seeing how all of us go through these chapters of life, and no one's really immune to it, and we all think we're going to be different, and we're going to be different than the generation that came before us, but then, 9 times out of 10, you're just doing the same thing.
Yeah. Shit.